single mamas be like, he's such a mama's boy. What other choice does he have? That is a good point. Heard a weird sound. Turned around. My supervisor is controlling a tiny RC forklift and placing a tiny pallet on a real pallet. It's one of the rare instances of a good boss. Welcome to the world. That baby already has a mortgage, a family of 4, and is set to retire in 17 years. I have never seen a baby in my entire life that looks less like a human baby. We can all agree there's maybe been like 2 cute babies in the world ever. This guy is 85 years old already. As that guy said, he's so done. Sometimes I'll just be having a casual conversation and start wondering if I'm doing a good job at the conversation. That's happened to me a couple of times. Of course, my answer is always going to be no. Remember, if your flight gets canceled, most airports have a secret fleet of backup planes with lots of seats, but they're only available if you're mean enough to low-level employees. Just gotta get a little bit abusive, bro. I'm 50. All celebrity news looks like this. Curtains for Zusha? K-Smog and Batboy caught flipping a grunt. Is Baby Gronk the new Drip King? Or is he just getting rizzed up by Livy? I remember I saw that and thought for the first time, finally, for the first time in my life, dude, I must be so old I'm about to die. That headline absolutely caused my brain to flip over and over and over again. I was doing cartwheels in my head. I got so confused. Look at what my daughter made my wife for Mother's Day. I can't compete with this. You may as well not even try. You lost. Oh my God. I just told the dog, hey, we'll go for a walk once the baby's awake, okay? And she looked at me, ran upstairs, stuck her head in the nursery, and howled. Well, now we're not going for a walk at all. That was mean to the baby. Life hack. Met an elderly lady who lives across the street from Six Flags. Says every year she buys a season pass with a meal plan and eats all her meals at the amusement park. In one conversation, I figured out what kind of old person I want to be. I remember actually hearing about a dude that did do that, because what was it, like a few $100 for the year, and you get to eat? Not great food, but you get to eat, maybe save some money. I don't recall it being an old lady, though, and I don't think they offer this anymore because of this. Look, why did you have to snitch this out of existence? Unless it's still an option, in which case, cool. Daylight savings time is increasingly hard to notice when my digital devices are like, what? Nothing happened. We know what time it is. And my stove is left blinking and screaming, it happened! Time shifted unnaturally. They're all lying. Only I know. Only I remember. Remember Over the Hedge or Open Season? What happened to movies about animals just having a good time, causing problems and plotting? I don't know, people just didn't want to see him anymore, I guess. Christopher Nolan explains why he didn't use CGI for the nuclear explosion in Oppenheimer. I find CGI is rarely able to grab you. It tends to feel safe, even if it's impressive and beautiful. The nuke is real? Man, people watching Barbie in the next theater are going to be in for the surprise of their lives. US to give away free lighthouses as GPS makes them unnecessary. Me and the fellas when we get our free lighthouse. Dude, if I was offered a lighthouse, I'm taking it. I'm moving in and I'm living in the lighthouse. I don't care if it's in a weird spot. I'm gonna live there. Books describing the terrible conditions of the medieval times or whatever are always like, they had nothing to eat but bread, wine, and a lump of cheese. And with all due respect to the difficulties of the past, that's my ideal meal. A lot of people forget that bread really do be pretty fantastic. And cheese. Look, I love spice, okay? I'm a spice guy, for sure. I love it. But sometimes I just want to chomp on a loaf of bread and pretend I'm a peasant from the 11th century. Forgets to stir pasta for 4 seconds. The pasta. Somebody posted a photo of a cat on Nextdoor asking whose cat it was, and so far 6 people have claimed him. 2 other people have now posted photos of the same cat in their house with their family. This is great. Well, the cat belongs to the people now. These college freshmen called me over and asked if the line, "You're so beautiful I couldn't forgive myself if I left without getting your number," would work on a woman. I said yes, if it's you saying it. But they were too wet behind the ears to pick up on it. Well, that's just not right. No! Seriously, museum shops should just be entirely full of replicas. I can't tell you how many times I've said, man, I wish I had that cool little thing on my mantle. You can get books anywhere, and nobody wants a coffee mug with the museum logo on it. I want this piggy bank. Yeah, I've never thought about that. Why don't museums sell replicas of stuff? You know damn well the people working in the gift shop have been asked time and time again about specific pieces. At the gas station just now, a nickel fell out of my pocket and hit my shoe before landing perfectly on its side. Turned around to show the guy standing behind me in line, and he was blown away and said, That's how you know none of this is real. He's right! A weird part of being a cable guy was when you had to go to a house and explain that the cable box doesn't just order porno on its own. And I agree that your husband or son don't watch porno. There's a possibility that a burglar broke in when you weren't home and ordered porno. I'm sorry, but if anybody living with you has to order porn from the cable company, I don't know, can you teach them about the internet? Oh boy. Life hack. Live with men you're in competition with, and you'll become a predator. Yeah, that's not a good look. Get a 4-bedroom house. Move in with an athlete, a millionaire businessman, and a philosopher. Take room 4, get some self-respect, and hold your own. Don't accept bitch position. Yeah, I gotta get my philosopher buddy and my millionaire businessman buddy together. This is just the plot of New Girl. Oh yeah. As a prank, a man once climbed Mount Hood in the middle of the night and left a morning newspaper and a quart of milk for his friends who were spending the night on the summit. Jeez. One of my friends had a health scare recently. He's doing well, but he got his raw MRI data and 3D printed a life-size model of his brain. That's kinda nifty. Check this out. This is my brain, guys. Isn't that cool? My boyfriend's beige flag is that he gets impatient at restaurants and helps the waitress bring the plates to our table. That's not a beige flag. That's not even a red flag. That's an air raid siren. It's incredibly rude. Oh no, it's taking too long. Here, let me passively aggressively take my own fucking food to my table, because you're too slow and dumb to do it. I know that's probably not actually what's going on inside the guy's head. I'm not a mind reader. I've said it before. But that does feel very passive-aggressive and rude to the server, because you're not helping. You're trying to shove them along. It feels very weird, dude. Women's sexual fantasies be like, I wish I ran away from my arranged marriage and a cowboy who was paid by my fiance tracks me down to take me home, but on the way we get into hijinks and fall in love. And men's fantasies be like, I don't know, no, I guess? I brought my dog in a bag on the subway today. Sat next to an older Chinese couple. The man starts giving him pats and scritches, delighted. Then he takes out his phone, types into his translator app, and flashes me the screen. It read, "Everywhere I go, dogs love me the most." I know it's unrealistic, but I will scream if we get this on the menu. Let's see. New details about the Minion expansion have been revealed. Oh, dude. God really made me 5'6". What the hell? He put the 6 inches somewhere else. No, he did not. I ordered Uber Eats for my grandma to try, and not even a day later, she's taking control. Red car outside my house. That's the Uber Eats guy. He'll bring you the food. Wow, he brought me Wendy's. Wendy's. You want another Uber? No. Just teach her how to use the app. Make sure she doesn't overspend. Remember there was that month in the 90s where everybody was really into Gregorian chants? I love the idea of younger people reading this and not knowing whether I'm joking or not. I'm not. Well, I would believe it. I wasn't around for that era, but do you remember that month where we were all obsessed with sea shanties? It happens. It gets weird. Hell, didn't Nickelback do a sea shanty? Like, everybody was doing it. So, I believe you. When I was a young boy, my father had what he called the bean jar. It was a jar full of brown and black beans. Whenever we misbehaved, he would remove one and tell us once the jar was empty, the world would end. Please tell me there's still some beans in there. I need this right now. If I was president, I'd put Netflix, Hulu, Prime, HBO, and every other streaming service in a room together and make them collectively decide how loud each volume number is. Adam Sandler churning out Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, The Wedding Singer, The Waterboy, and Big Daddy in a 4-year span is like Jordan's run from 91 to 98. Knowing how big a fan of basketball Adam Sandler is, I think he would call you completely goddamn crazy. For sure. I mean, it's Adam Sandler. Also, yeah, can we all agree those movies are just great? They're so stupid. I frickin' love them. I just recently watched Happy Gilmore. Yeah, it's Adam Sandler, all right. Shut up! Crypto Bros yesterday versus Crypto Bros today. Don't laugh too much. You're gonna fall too. Do you own that monkey picture? Just noticed my Twitter checkmark is gone now. How will anyone ever love me? I guess it's time to move on to the next town as sad Hulk music plays. No, bring it back. My son's drawing of safe. It's gotta make you feel good. There should be an American hibachi where they cook burgers in front of you and squirt Bud Light into your mouth like it's sake. Oh, come on. Come on, we would love that, right? Oh, that'd be sick as hell. I mean, maybe not like shooting Bud Light into my mouth or something like that, but come on. A really over-the-top American hibachi, that would be sick. Kirby has no ankles because the goddess Athena saw what became of Achilles and sought to fashion a warrior that, this time, would not be plagued by a single flaw. Me and the boys made Guy Scouts, and we're thriving. I just got a badge for having too many HDMI cables, and Dave got a badge for emotional honesty. I kinda wanna join Guy Scouts. Stanford student, this fella, created Riz GPT, a monocle you wear that displays ChatGPT output to tell you what to say in case you get tongue-tied on a date. He calls it Charisma as a Service, your date. So what do you like to do for fun? You, after 6 seconds of delay, smiling confidently. The server's busy, please try again later. It's still funny. It's still funny. Cheers to all my haters. Be patient, so much more is coming. Paris Hilton looks like a GTA loading screen. Oh damn, you're right! John Wick has to be one of the most discourseless movie franchises there's ever been. Every new one is just, oh boy, another one! And when people watch it, it's just, hell yeah, John Wick shot that guy! It's nice. Yeah, the movies have never been trying to sell you anything different. It's just, we love Keanu Reeves, we love seeing him beat the shit out of people, and that's really all the movie is. Couldn't care less about everything else. We just want to see him shoot people. Asked my 5-year-old what she wanted for dinner, and she said, not a burned quesadilla, because in the summer of 2019, I overcooked one side of her quesadilla. Just never gonna forget. We've had so many advancements in AI recently, yet YouTube auto-generated captions still say, foreign, whenever there's silence or music in a video. This is my new default response to any minor inconvenience. Well, I lost half a day of skiing. Oh no! Early 2000s movies were like, this is a high school sophomore. They still do crap like this all the time. What was that dude, 42 when he played that kid? My husband, who did not grow up with dogs, just came to me very worried because the dog is not eating her food, but is begging for his. So something must be wrong with her food. She's clearly hungry, but only wants mine. I got a random-ass text from an unknown number, and I know it has to be spam. Naturally, I replied, hello, long time no see. I changed the number. Are you okay? Who's this? I'm Alicia. Don't you remember me? Are you Renee? Bitch, this is Sharon. Why are you texting my man's phone? I've heard about you, Alicia. You think you slick? Since you want my man so bad, why don't you come and take him from me? I just got my knee replaced, and I've been waiting to try it out on one of you dusty hoes. My kids had money to spend at the store. My daughter bought a toy, and my son bought a rotisserie chicken. Don't worry, your daughter will learn someday. I just loudly exclaimed, wait! I think we're in the SpongeBob perfume department! In public. It is. Wait, the what? First day as a hostage negotiator. Me, taking the phone. Yellow! Loud explosion from inside the bank. Damn, you really dropped the ball, dude. I am just going to note that there are 2 people at the start of his hike. Oh no, pack it in, pack it out. Oh no. Oh, what did he do? Have we checked all food to see if exploding them makes them into something better, or did we just stop with corn? Oh, we had to have tried other things, right? Future homeowners in France are now looking into straw houses. Y'all don't read classic literature. Straw houses. How long would that theoretically last anyway? Seriously, how long is that wall of bales of hay gonna last? I'm not talking about, a wolf coming huffing and puffing. I'm talking about like through the rain and the muck and the sunshine. Like, what? If you screw up a meal, just call it Chicago style and serve it anyway. Friend zone discourse is played out. Men and women can obviously be friends, but it's always funny to see young undergrads where the girl is like, we're best friends, we go to the movies together and text every night, and the boy is quivering like a dog balancing a treat on his nose. Had a buddy in college get dumped and decided to drink nonstop for 4 days, but it was completely forced, like he saw it in the movies. He just drank randomly for 4 days and then decided it was probably long enough, then resumed life normally. Melatonin. You want some help falling asleep? Me. Yes, please. And you want your nightmares more vivid and real? What? You heard him. No, not the ceiling lady again! Gen Z can buy the butterfly clips and tracksuits, but you weren't there in the trenches. Ugh. Shout out to the raccoon who got in my trash last night and left the Wendy's wrapper in the driveway that I was hiding from my wife because we're eating healthy this week. You're a dick. My parents told me that the ice cream truck played music when it ran out of ice cream. 30 years later, I'm coming to the conclusion that they might have lied to me. Your parents are evil. In Home Alone 2, the dad screams bloody murder because Kevin spent $967 on room service, but he also abandoned his young son twice. So maybe time to shut the f*** up? Yeah. Also, come on. This is coming from the guy that could afford a family vacation to France, and there's like 12 of them, and he took some extended family with them. Like, dude? I think someone out there did some calculations. First of all, the house he's living in is probably worth like $10 million, even though it's not. It's probably worth that. Dude, that trip would probably cost 50 grand minimum. I regularly tell my cats I love them, but only one day a year do I add, but why don't you qualify as dependents? Why don't you think about that? In honor of HBO Max rebranding to Max, I made these designs for other brands. YouTube? Tube. Dicks? Dick. Five Guys? How about Guys? Google search is so dumb. A dog could die because they highlighted the wrong words. Can dogs eat avocado? Avocados are 100% safe for your dog to consume. Wait, that doesn't... No.